Good morning, medical assistants, and welcome to Module 10. For this week, our focus is going to be on structure and function and medical terminology. Now, these are two classes you should have already taken prior to coming into the program. However, we want to just expand on those and make sure that you are getting the full understanding of both, as they're very important skills and knowledge that you need to have in order to be successful within this field. So let's talk about what are the learning objectives for this week, our final week of content. So the first thing that you should know is by the end of this week, you should be able to explain medical terminology concepts. That means be able to know what is a prefix, what is a suffix, and where's the root word. Be able to look at those and identify what is that medical term actually meaning and how is it going to be used in the realm of what I do as a medical assistant. It's important for you to not only know what are medical terms, but know how to write them and read them as well as say them. Because when we're charting, we're not charting using everyday terminology. We are trying to use those medical terms. Define terms that pertain to the structure and function of the human body. So be able to know what is dorsal, what is all the different directional terms that we use with structure and function. Know which way is up towards the head, know which way is down towards the feet. Know which is right, which is left, which is the upper half, which is the lower half. And then also be able to know the different root words for each structure or each unit, each system of the body. You should be able to explain why and when a medical assistant should use a physician's desk reference. Now, if you're unsure what a physician's desk reference is, this is the book that physicians use in order to properly prescribe medications and what those medications are. So the PDR will actually tell you what the medication is, how it is used to treat the patient, what the average adult dosing is or what the average child dosing is, and what labs the patient would need while on this medication. So it's a really important piece for you as medical assistants to know, because if we don't properly chart something, the provider cannot properly diagnose and treat the patient. And lastly, by the end of the week, you should be able to apply communication skills when updating the medical record. One of the things that we do as medical assistants is every visit when the patient comes in, we are updating that medical history. We're getting any new information for them, the patient, or for their family. We're going over any new surgeries they've had, any new medications they've been on, and any new treatments that they've sought. So all of that has to be applied while still having an everyday normal conversation and being able to do that with what we call soft skills. So in those in-between times, instead of having blank space, knowing how to have a conversation with somebody, knowing when it's appropriate to ask them questions like, hey, did you catch the game last night? Or if you see that they're wearing like Cubs gear, saying something like, oh, I see that the Cubs are starting up again. Are you excited for the season? Or something like that. Be able to have those soft skills where you can have intermittent conversations while still being able to update the records and get the physician or the patient ready for the physician. All right, guys, that's what we have for this week. I hope that you all have a wonderful week 10. I know that it is the week before finals, so any questions that you have about final exams, please make sure that you bring them to class, and I'm very happy to help you guys. Have a great week. See you on Thursday.